Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 6th of December and now we are live in New York session over here. So let's get started. Over here in GBP this candle is about to break the high and maybe it will be moving up, I think. Yeah, still got 26 minutes left to go and I think this will be moving up from here. So the 15-minute candle closed with his rejection wick over here, and the current 15-minute candle is has gone up with no wick on the bottom. That means a lot of buying pressure is there in the market. So I think if the current 15-minute candle will be breaking this price over here, then it should be continue moving up as we have this clean range, extremely good clean range to cover up, I think. So I think I'm gonna take a trade at this point. I'm gonna keep my stops below the current candle's low, and yeah, so let's see if it. So 5-minute candle is just having 40 seconds left to close, so I'm gonna let the 5-minute candle close first, and then I'm gonna see if I can take a trade in this candle or not. Because I want to see how this 5-minute will be closing. Because according to me, 1 hour should be moving up with no problem to fill the symmetry. Sorry. So 5-minute candle is about to close in. Okay, so 5-minute candle has closed over here, and the previous 5-minute candle closed with a rejection like this. So let's see if this 5-minute candle breaks this price and continue moving up or not. Because if the current 5-minute candle will break the highs of the previous candles, then that will become a support, and the market is moving quite good over here today, so I think it should be moving up with no problem. Oh, it just went up. Let's see. Because the way the 5-minute is printing right now, it really looks strong. Took a buy trade over here at this point. Keeping stops below the current candle's low. TP is set at 10 pips. Let's see if it continues to move up. Sorry. Running in 1.5 pips of profit at this point. It should be moving up with no problem. We have clean range to the left. 153, 1, 2. Okay, running in 3.4 pips. It should tap this wick area. Because it will find, it may you know it may be in trouble around this area, but it should move up to fill this wick. It just it really need to have some volume right now. So 4 pips touched at this point. Okay, 5.1 pip tapped. That means now if it goes back to break even, I'm gonna close half to manage the risk. Because I really think that the 1 hour candle will be moving all the way up to fill this clean candle, which is 30 pips away from now. So it should be going up with no problem. But let's see. Okay, perfect. It's going up. 5.5 tapped at this point. Six point 6.9. And now it should move up with heavy volume, otherwise it will reject this area. One hour candle is having 6 minutes left to close. Okay, 6 minutes left, and this candle is over here. 4 hour is moving up with no problem. I think the 4 hour should be moving all the way up. I think it should be tapping this area really soon with no problem. Hey Brandon, hey George. Okay, 5-minute candle closed over here. Let's just hope that this 5-minute candle continues moving up, break the high and tap our 10 pips. But obviously this area is really having a strong rejection from left. But I think by looking at the 4 hour, I really think this candle should be moving up with no problem. But obviously I'm ready to manage the risk as well. Once it taps, it's break even again. So yeah, let's see. Sorry. So right now running in 4 pips at this point. Because yeah, it just tapped this wick area. Look, I'm not assuming that the market will be moving down to hit the break even. So if it hits the break even, I'm gonna close 90% of the trade at that point to reduce the overall risk on my trade. Because look, now according to me it should be moving up, right, in the 4 hour and the 1 hour as well. But if it do something fishy, like the way it's moving right now, it's really volatile. I can clearly see the volatility present inside the market. So if it goes to hit the break even, that means it can really go down to hit the stop loss as well. So according to me, I think I'm gonna close 90% at break even. Oh, it's moving down now. This move really wasn't expected over here. I was really expecting this to continue moving up 10 pips easily. Closed 90% at this point. closed everything at this point. The reason is 15-minute candle is about to close in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. Also, 1 hour candle will also be closing in 2 minutes. So now I'm expecting a retracement down to this place, and after that moving up. Because I know one thing, that GBP, it should move up, but how and when, that's really a question over here. Because sorry, because let me just show you. Because look over here, market, like it did over here, is it went down, 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 and down, and then it just dropped really hard and then moved up, right? So same thing is happening over here. It made a low, another low, another low, and then this low is really low from the previous both the lows, right? And the way the market is moving up right now, I really think that it can just consolidate a little bit, and then we can move up to tap this area. So now this has been changed from here to here, so this becomes a low. So the further it will be moving down, it will be moving up that much also. So I really think it should be moving up with no problem. So now if you look at this point over here, let me just show you. So this is 30 minutes, right? And this 30-minute candle, the previous 30-minute candle closed really up from the previous one, or from this area, right? But the thing is, if I look at the left, then I have some areas over here, and if I look at the 30 minutes, then we have this area, or let's just do one thing. This is confusing. This is 45 minutes. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour candle just closed over here, and I think this is perfect. This should not be any problem. But what I want is, I really need a retracement to happen over here, and then it should go up again to fill this clean candle. Let's see how this candle will be going. And if you talk about EuroCAD, let's just talk about EuroCAD. Let's just go to the monthly. So in monthly, we have a support or resistance, you can say, over here, but it become a fake out, right? And the current month's candle moving down by creating a higher wick. And if you go to the weekly, then the previous week candle was a nice bullish candle, and it closed over here, right? So what we can assume is, we can assume this as a support now, and we can assume this level as our target now, right? And the current week candle is now moving down, like it also started below the close of the previous one, right? That means bearish pressure is there inside the market, so this candle is created a higher wick and went all the way down and still moving down over here, right? So we can expect a rejection at 1.44081 area, that means, which is 30 pips away. And if you go to the daily over here, then over here at this point, now this becomes a support over here, right? And I can assume that the current daily candle is coming down, maybe just to fill the wick or test the wick or low of the wick, and then it will reject this area to move all the way up. That can also happen. I have seen that this thing happening all the time in the lower time frames. So this time also it can happen, because right now we are still having hours to go for this day to end. So I think before that it can really push down and move up, because the previous candle, the Friday's candle over here, closed bullish. So if the Friday's candle closing bullish and the Thursday candle was closing bearish, that means this becomes a support over here, because went up, tested, and then closed in our direction. That means it just become a support over here. So I'm assuming EuroCAD to flip to the upside, to move all the way up to this level. Let's just have a look at the left. Yeah, this is the exact level it can move towards to. And to be more precise, let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour is still having some issues, like the range is not enough now. Sorry, I can clearly say that the range over here is not enough now for this 4-hour candle to continue moving down, because this 4-hour candle will be rejecting some areas after 10 pips. Sorry everybody, I just got a call. So let's just get back to business. Okay, so in GBP JPY, the 15-minute candle is about to break the high of the previous candle, right? But the thing is, I think it should go down, like to tap this area over here, and then it should move up to continue moving up. But also, the previous candle might be a liquidity grab from the support, and so what I'm thinking is that I'm taking the previous 15-minute candle as a retracement candle, or yeah, as a retracement candle, and I really think that if this candle breaks this high, like it just broke the high, and it should be moving up to fill this wick first, and then it should breaking this price to continue moving all the way up. The thing is, if this candle would have just gone down, like to fill this wick a little bit, to take some liquidity from this wick, and then it just broke the high, I would have definitely took a buy trade over here. But the thing is, it did not it hasn't did that yet. So I'm still waiting for, look here, this is what I was talking about. This is the exact thing I was talking about. This candle should go down to fill this wick a little bit, to grab some liquidity out of this wick. Like many traders would have just took the buy over here, and now they are just trapped, right? Now where would you just give your stop losses? If you give your stop losses below the previous candle's low, it will be really big. So that's why I waited over here, like for more confirmations, right? Look, it's not important to take unnecessary trades, right? We can just wait and let the market make a very comfortable setup for us, and then we can trade that setup. So now if it moves up and break its own high, and then this price, I'm gonna take a buy trade, because now the probability has been increased. And if we talk about EuroCAD over here, then there is not much range in the 4 hours. So, and also, okay, sorry. And also, if we talk about the 1 hour time frame, then we have a support over here, and then we have this clean range, but we have some rejections at this point as well, right? So if the market starts to drop down, then it can really drop down to this level. Let me just check how much range do we have actually. So this is about 30 pips, and if we take range from here to here, then this is 27 pips, which is really good, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just shift it to 45 minutes, and in 45 minutes I'm having this area over here. So if it starts to drop down, then this can be some sort of a trade over here, because we have this clean candle, we have this wick to fill up. But I'm gonna go to the 30 minutes to see what's happening basically in 30 minutes as well. In 30 minutes we don't have a, let me just zoom in. Below this area we have about 17 pips, and this should be going all the way down to this point. I'm gonna go to 15 minutes now and see to the left. So if I look at the 15 minutes sorry guys. So if I look at the 15 minutes over here, then we have 9 pips. In 15 minutes there is no range actually. 15 minutes is just filled with extremely mess over here, and I think in 15 minutes we have this much of range. So look, 15-minute time frame is not of my use, so I'm not gonna drop to 15 minutes. I'm gonna go to 30 minutes again, and if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, and the next 30-minute candle breaks the low over here of this 30-minute candle, it should be moving all the way down to tap this area. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that only. Also, I'm gonna move to the 45 minutes now, and 45 minutes having trade region below this area, and 1 hour is having clean range below this area. Yeah, this is a huge rejection zone below which it can really go down. Yes. So for now, I'm just gonna stick to 30 minutes, and let's see if we can trade this area or not, because this can be a really good trade. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the other things also. So now we are expecting EuroCAD to drop down, right? Now let's just verify our idea. So by looking at the monthly is really confusing me, because right now anything can happen over here. It can drop down to fill this candle and go all the way down. And if I go at the weekly also, weekly candle is not looking like it's gonna go down. To be very frank, I really don't know about the weekly as well, because it's not really clean. But according to me, the trend is still sells. Okay, so now daily is giving me some confirmations. So if I'm looking at the daily over here, then I think the daily candle, the today's candle, should be tapping this blue line area, or going below this blue line a little bit, which will be this region over here. And this range is also good. Yeah, this is around 18 pips of range, so it can easily drop down. So once EuroCAD will be dropping down, that means GBP will be going up, and that means we are on the correct idea. And if we talk about 4 hour, then I can clearly say that the 4 hour candle will be tapping this area over here soon, which will take EuroCAD down, and still got around 1 hour 30 minutes left for the current 4 hour candle to close. So I think we can achieve that thing. So yes, it's verifying the idea that it will be moving down to tap this area, because it has gone down multiple times to tap this area over here. So and this is GBP JPY has gone down, and let me just draw some trend lines over here. GBJPY, we are assuming that it will be going up. So if, let me just remove all the drawings over here. Monthly, I think it can reject this area and move up a little bit. I really think that can happen. And if we talk about weekly, so this can be just a liquidity grab, right? Because the previous week's candle just closed below the this region, and so from here 2 things can happen. Number 1 is that this can become a fake out, and market can move up like the way it's moving right now with no wick on the bottom. That means it can really move up. And if we look at the daily really looks like, yeah, I think it can move up from here. And if we look at the 4 hour, then To be very frank, I really think that in the 4 hour this is just a retracement, and GBP can move down anytime now. Well, now it's getting really interesting because we have some serious area over here. So from here the market can reject to move down to this level, or from here the market can go straight up to this level. Yes, sorry. So look over here also, market is rejecting this area. I'm gonna look for sells, I think, because that makes more sense to me now. So I'm gonna switch to 30 minutes. Look, if this candle closes below this area, which I think it will, because now the 2 minutes left for this candle to close. So let me just go to 15 minutes. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark an area over here. Below this area, I'll look for sells, because we have this clean range to cover up, and we are expecting GBP to move all the way down. Yes, this will be a really good trade to take. So yes, I'm gonna just wait, because even though if this candle closes below this area and I take the trade in the next candle, I don't know whether it will be moving down or not, because sometimes this thing can happen also, that the candle closes outside this area again, like two fake outs happening at the same time. So I'm not gonna do that thing. Even I really want a bullish candle to form below this area and then a bearish candle to form, which will break the low of that bearish candle, which will give me a resistance, that will give me a confirmation for sells. So I'm gonna see what the market will be doing. And yes, I think selling will be a really great idea over here, because once it starts to drop down, it will be dropping down to test this low. And by looking at this chart over here, I think market has already made a retest. Yes, so it made a low, went up, and then came down to retest this area, then rejected that area. Now the market is moving up to retest this thing, but I'm gonna draw this over here because I'm expecting the market to test this region anytime. So as we can see that the 15-minute candle closed below this area, and the current candle can break the low anytime, and it can drop down, or it can just make a double fake out. Also, 30-minute candle closed over here, and it closed above this region over here from the left. So now this becomes a fake out. Oh man. Sorry. So if this candle moves up, then I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. 28 minutes left for the 1 hour to close, and I'm gonna go to 45 minutes, 28 minutes left, and this candle has break above the previous candle's high. Also, it's rejecting this area from the left, and this is 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, this candle just closed above this area, which means this becomes a fake out. And if the current 30-minute candle break the high, it should be moving up, but I need more confirmations. Oh, look here. This candle is about to break the high, and I think it should be moving all the way up from here. This is EuroCAD over here, and I think this is a really strong zone. It's just pure consolidation happening at this point. So we have our area for sales in GBP, and let's see what will happen in EuroCAD. I think from here EuroCAD should be moving up. Yes. Yes. I think from here it should be moving up. 91 pips away. That means yeah, this should be the point from where it should move up again to this level. So what I'm thinking over here is, if this current 15-minute candle, which is having just 9 minutes left to close, if this candle closes bearish above this resistance zone or support zone over here, and the next candle breaks this high, I'm gonna take a buy trade at that point, because we have this clean range, and from this point every time the market has went up easily. So I think it will not having any problem. Let's see what will happen, and I'm gonna go to the 5 minutes as well. 5 minutes. Yeah. So I'm thinking that EuroCAD will be moving up, and if that will be moving up, then GBP will be moving down. If this will be the case, then this analysis will be really accurate, that it will be moving up by creating a long rejection wick, and there will be a bullish candle forming over here. Yeah, that now this makes sense, and that means GBP will be moving down, and that also means it will be this will be a correct rejection zone, and market will be starts to go down again to tap this low. Yes, now things are making sense over here. Now it's just time to wait and watch. 7 minutes left for the current candle to close. Let's see how this candle will be closing. Okay, let's just wait for 5 more minutes over here. Look, to move up, this 15-minute candle has to close above this area. If it closes back down, then I don't know, there will be problem in going up. So, and this should be the last stop over here. Now from here it should reject. There should be a long wick rejection, because this is the weak liquidity rejection, liquidity grab for this candle over here. Let's play some songs. Okay, last 3 minutes left, so it will be moving up, it will try to move up, and then in the last moment it will go down and close above this level. I think if that will be the case, then this will be my execution point. Yes, the same thing is happening over here. That means market is getting ready to move up, and in GBP market is getting ready to move down. Greetings, sir. Just wondering, have you ever traded GBP? If yes, how does it move compared to GJ? Hey, Aldolf, how are you? Yes, I have traded GBP as well. Look, GBP is more volatile sometimes, according to, in comparison with GBP and obviously to trade any pair you need to look at that pair for at least 1 month or 15 to 20 days at least. So if you are planning to trade GBP then my suggestions to you will be that just just watch that pair before trading, like for 15 to 20 days at least, because and in the same session just select one session and trade that session same time every day. And after 15 to 20 days, also when you will be looking at GBP, just take paper trades as well. Okay, only paper trades. Do not trade your real account with real money in that 15 to 20 days of duration, because the thing is, if you will trade your real money, then you will not learn anything, because you are now looking at the new pair which you don't know, and your mind will be diverted onto two ways, right? One is for trading and one is for looking at the pair, so you won't be achieving anything. So just look at that pair and take paper trades for the 15 to 20 days, and you will know how to trade that pair. Also, in comparison, I can just say that GBP having more pip value points and is also more volatile according in comparison with GBP. And on our stream, Nishchal Gautam is also there, who trades GBP now regularly. So if Nishchal, you are listening to me, then just give your explanations about how GBP moves, because I think that will help Aldolf to trade that pair. And also, Aldolf, if you are not okay, guys, get ready. So now it just broke that high. Damn, it just broke that high in the first few minutes. I think let's see. I'm gonna take buy at this price. I was expecting the market to move down first, but by looking at the close of the previous candle, I can take this trade if this candle will be breaking the price, because that will be the breaking of the price in the first sorry. Look, this was the confirmation I was looking for. I did not took this trade over here because the price was broken in the first few seconds. Now it should tap this area over here and come down a little bit low below over here to, you know, grab some liquidity, and then it should reverse back to break this price to move up. Or it can also mean that this 30 minute will be closing like a weak bearish candle, like the 15 minutes. Let's see. You're welcome, Aldolf. And yes, Aldolf, I was saying that if you're not on our Discord channel, then just join that, because you will get help with some pairs which I don't trade, like Euro USD. George is there who trades Euro USD all the time, and we have Nischal is there who trades GBP AUD now. Look, this is George's trade over here in Euro USD, and he sends the trade on regular basis. There should be and there is this Saransh as well who also trades EuroCAD. So I'm gonna drop the link over here, and you can join the channel from this link. If this starts to go up, then this should be a really good trade. Like, it should move up to 20 pips. Sorry. According to me, this candle should be a big candle going up. maybe the next 30-minute candle will be a big candle going up. And yes, we have our NY open in 8 minutes. So I think with NY open, EuroCAD will be moving all the way up, like the next 30-minute candle. Last 6 minutes remaining at this point. Okay, everybody, just took a buy trade at this point. Keeping stops at low of the current candle, and take profit is over here at 10 pips. Oh man, it's rejecting this area. Closed half to manage the risk right now. I'm gonna re-add the positions. Closed another half at this point, and closed everything at this point. So last round, let me just check. Lost round 3.5 pips in this trade. 4 pips you can say. sorry. Now I'm gonna wait for this 30-minute candle to close first. It just grabbed some liquidity from here and dropped down. Let's see. Hey Initial, how are you? So last 1 minute remaining for the current 30-minute candle to close. One hour candle will also be closing over here. So this becomes a fake out now. Yes, this over here has become a fake out now. Sorry. So now if this 45-minute candle breaks this low over here, I think it should be also moving down to fill this range. So 15-minute candle over here just broke the low of the previous 15-minute candle. And this portion has become a fake out. 30-minute candle also broke the low. It should go down to fill the wick. So with New York volume, let's see if the market starts to drop down or not. Okay guys, I have took a sell trade over here at this point. Keeping stops at high of the current candle, and take profit is set at 10 pips, because I think now it should be going down to break this low and continue moving down to fill this low over here, and then moving down to towards this area. Why I took this trade? The reason is this 5-minute candle is breaking this low, and I think it should be the next candle should be going down. Closed 90% over here and closed everything at this point. Again lost 4 pips in this trade. So I'm done for the day everybody, because I have crossed my daily limit. So I'm gonna meet you guys tomorrow. So take care everyone, have a great day. See you guys tomorrow everybody.